Welcome to our explainer. Today, we are going to cut through all the noise on a topic that, let's be honest, affects so many of us: weight loss. It's time to forget the miracle diets and all those quick fixes. We're going to break down what the science actually says about how our bodies work. This is one of the most searched questions online, and for good reason. It can be so confusing. So, in this explainer, we're just going to leave all that confusion behind. We're going to look at the core science to build a really clear, effective guide to finally understanding weight loss. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to navigate what I call the weight loss maze to see why it's so darn confusing. Then, we'll uncover the simple calorie equation that really governs it all. After that, we'll explore your body's hidden engine for burning calories, put together a complete blueprint for health, and finally, get super practical by figuring out how to build your balanced plate. Okay, let's start with section 1, the weight loss maze. It seems like it should be a simple concept, right? Eat less, move more. So why is there so much conflicting advice out there? It's just everywhere. Well, it's because we are constantly bombarded with messages just like these. Miracle 10-day diets, pills that claim to burn fat while you sleep, keto, paleo. There is an entire industry that thrives on making a pretty simple biological process seem impossibly complex. So, let's do this. Let's strip away all of that marketing and just focus on the one unshakable principle at the heart of it all. Welcome to section 2, the simple calorie equation. The best way to think about this is like a calorie bank account. The food and drink you consume, those are your deposits. The energy your body burns just by living, breathing, and moving, those are your withdrawals. And the one fundamental rule for weight loss is so simple. Just make sure your withdrawals are bigger than your deposits. That's it. But what even is a calorie? It's simply a unit of energy. Your body uses this energy for absolutely everything. From your heart beating to your brain thinking to you just getting up to walk across the room. You're actually burning calories right now just by watching this. Okay, so we know we need to burn more calories than we take in. But where does that burning actually happen? In section 3, we're going to look under the hood at your body's engine to find all the hidden ways you burn calories all day long without even trying. So the biggest chunk of your daily calorie burn actually comes from your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. This is the energy your body uses at complete rest. Just think of it as the cost of keeping the lights on in your body. It's influenced by your size, your age, and, this is a big one, your muscle mass, because muscle tissue burns way more calories at rest than fat tissue does. Now, on top of your BMR, there's something called the thermic effect of food, or TEF. This is the energy your body spends just to digest the food you eat. And here's where it gets really interesting. Not all foods are created equal. Protein has the highest TEF, which means your body burns a lot more calories breaking it down compared to fats or carbs. Look at it this way. For every 100 calories of protein you eat, your body might use up to 30 of those calories just for digestion, so you only net about 70. Now, while those negative calorie foods are totally a myth, this shows how making smart food choices can give your metabolism a small but pretty significant boost. So we've got the mechanics down, but lasting, healthy change isn't just a numbers game. In section 4, we're going to build a complete blueprint for health, looking way beyond the plate to the bigger picture. And this is a really crucial distinction. The goal isn't just weight loss, it's healthy weight loss. What does that mean? It means losing fat while holding on to that precious muscle and protecting your overall well-being. Anyone can starve themselves and lose weight, but that approach almost always backfires, leaving you tired, irritable, and with a slower metabolism. A truly healthy approach really rests on these 4 pillars. Of course, diet control is fundamental, but it has to be supported by regular exercise, getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, and managing your stress. See, each pillar supports the others, creating this solid foundation for lasting health. And hey, while we're talking about a healthy approach, let's bust a huge myth: spot reduction. It's not a thing. You can't do 1,000 crunches to lose belly fat or some special exercise to slim your face. Your body decides where it burns fat from based on your own genetics. The only way is to reduce your overall body fat. All right, let's bring all this theory right onto your dinner plate. In our final section, we are building your balanced plate. What should you actually be eating, and what's probably best to avoid? The first and maybe most important principle is this: no single food group is the enemy. Your body needs all 3 macronutrients to thrive: carbs for energy, fats for hormone function, and protein for building and repair.
The goal is always, always balance, not elimination.
Let's also talk about the power of feeling full. It's a huge deal. The satiety index measures how satisfying a food is for a given number of calories. And some foods, like boiled potatoes, lentils, and eggs, score incredibly high. Prioritizing these helps you naturally control your appetite and cut your overall calorie intake without feeling like you're starving all the time. So, what are the building blocks of this balanced plate? We're talking about embracing whole, unprocessed foods. Think fiber-rich whole grains and legumes, tons of colorful fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats from things like nuts, seeds, and good oils. These are the foods that truly nourish your body and keep you feeling full and satisfied. And on the flip side, what should you limit? Well, it's the usual suspects, right? Refined flour, all that added sugar and sweets and sodas, unhealthy trans fats, and all those ultra-processed packaged foods. They're typically just packed with calories, but offer very little real nutrition in return. And this brings us right back to the most important principle of all. Study after study consistently shows that for weight loss, it doesn't really matter if you go low carb or low fat. The single most crucial point is maintaining a consistent calorie deficit. It all comes back to that calorie bank account. So let's lock in the key takeaways. Number 1, a calorie deficit is the fundamental engine of weight loss. Number 2, the best way to get there is with a balanced plate of whole foods. Number 3, support your diet with exercise, sleep, and stress management. And finally, maybe the most important rule of all, be consistent and please be patient with yourself. This is a journey, not a race. So are you ready to put this into practice? Here's a thought. What if, for just the next 30 days, you focused on one simple thing, cutting out added sugar, refined flour, and those ultra-processed foods? It's not